Video is a continuation of 5.6 Fourier series talk on question 1, and I just want to carry on with these things because I kind of know what it is now, and that I have careless mistake over here. If you go to the 5th minute 09, and just to let you know that if you just jump from anywhere else, actually this is for myself lah. Anyway, so yeah lah, oi, and therefore your careless mistake lah, because if you factorize out the e to tj, okay, this is just bring this all the way down, right? Take a look on this formula. E to tj over 2 minus e to tj over 2j. If you factorize out, you should have e to tj over 2, 1 minus 1 over j. Why you become j? Your class mistake like that. Okay. So I'm gonna carry on with these things. At least this will not, kill us all, in the future if you really need this. At least this is pretty much helpful. So let me just edit this a little while. I have this one, right? Where's my pen? Tired. Kinda feel like home right now. Anyway, so this is the thing. And then just do up a little bit. Okay, that's all. Alright. Now, the answer actually is, now how do I solve for this? Because the answer is different in different cases. Actually, this is your answer already. Alright, this is your answer already. This whole thing is your answer already. And then how do you know that which is C1 and C2, and how is it different from your book? Okay, if you turn to your book, page 128. Okay, the answer it's something different. Just rearrange, alright, because I assume that everything is equals to 0. Alright, so I can just rearrange. Instead of 1 minus 1 over j, I can write this thing as j minus 1. Okay? You get what I mean? Yeah, should be like j minus 1, correct. And then this thing can be also rewritten as j plus 1, correct? I'm just multiplying everything by j. This one is multiplying everything by j. And this multiplied by j, because if it's equals to 0, by j is just 0 still. Right, this is why I assume that they are equals to 0. And therefore, I have j minus 1 and j plus 1. And then I just rearrange this one, just change the sign, I have 1 minus j only, that's all. Okay? Just rearrange things, should be fine. Alright? So therefore, I should just rewrite this thing as this one. But nonetheless, I may be wrong over here lah, so yeah lor, sorry if that's the case. But most likely I should be correct. So 1 minus j and then 1 plus j. So in the book itself it says that this is square root 2 over 4, alright, 1 plus j is equals to c1. Alright, if t is equals to 0, alright, if t is equals to 0, this one becomes 1. 1 divided by 2 is half, right? So half times this thing, it becomes here. Alright? So this is how they actually solve things. And then in fact, yeah, this is for this case lah, okay? This one times, because they factorize up now. Alright? This is for C1. And you remember the E minus jk omega t. Remember? I think that you should remember that. Alright? And therefore, take a look. This thing over here, because this belongs to this one, right? So E minus 2tj, assuming that t is equals to t and omega cancel each other already. And then minus jk. Alright? What do you see? Okay, just minus 2t, alright, is minus some assume that this is 2. Okay, we have 2t over here now. And then we have j, and we're left over with k. In this case, as you can see, this is minus sign. And therefore, k is equals to 1. Alright, if k equals to 1, then at least we have still, if this is 1, then this is minus j2t, which is the one shown over here or shown over here. Alright, if it's k is equals to minus 1, then this thing will become plus, and which is not this one anymore, which will be this one. Alright, therefore since we know that this is k equals to 1, that's why we say that c1, this is because ck ma, k is equals to 1. That's the meaning on that. Alright, so therefore for this case, I will highly assume that you know what is this already. Alright, for the other case, square root 2 over 4, 1 minus j is simply c minus 1. Right? And that's all lor. And then you should also remember one thing is that when you do in terms of your equation, write in terms of the sum ck e jk omega t, and then just write something like a general solution. Actually, I forgot what to write already. But yeah. And then the last thing to share with you is that when you do test paper, right, you have some like periods. Let me see. For example, you have some, normally the Fourier series will have some interval. For example, a typical type questions of a Fourier series, not trigo anymore, okay? Just that, take a look, alright? Where time interval 0 to 2, alright, is just t. So from 0 to 2 is just some t value, right? And then at 2 to 4 you have t squared. So it's somewhat like a parabola in a perhaps like that. Alright, it's going exponentially up or whatsoever. Alright, some graph lah, okay? But generally you solve using different intervals, meaning you have, remember ck is equals to the formula 1 over t xt, then this one, right? Remember? So in this interval you write in terms of from 0 to 2, and then sub in your function as t, and then for the next one you put in your, actually you can factorize all the 1 over t lah, okay, but anyway, this xt in this case is t squared, and then the interval is from 2 to 4. Okay, so this term is for this one is for this interval. And you will be shocked that what the hell is this thing talking about? It's simply talking about when the function of time equals to certain time is the same as after it's 2 pi's. So meaning it's oscillation, meaning if it's oscillating, at this point it's 0, right? After a certain, after 2 pi, it comes back this thing, this point over here. This is what it kind of means, and therefore this means that it is one period. Alright, just come to my mind with, if it's like, if this is pi, then if t plus pi is also equals to t, what? Because at pi this is 0 ma. So you need to know what type of formulas, what type of wave you are talking about, and things like that. If it's just, because this is some sinusoidal wave, so I'm talking about that. I'm just talking about one period. Yeah, good question. If ft is equals to this and ft plus 2 pi, I think it's just stating that this is one period lah. Alright, just take note that this is just one period. Alright, 2 pi is one period, that's it. Okay, I just don't want to confuse any more stuff, because talking about in terms of the picture itself, diagram itself, will be more troublesome. And yeah, this should be, that's all. Alright, because just want to convey what I have learned in the Fourier series before I forget. Alright, so good luck, goodbye, enjoy.